A doctor can't find a job in a hospital in US. So he opens his own clinic and nobody came to his clinic. And he was waiting for people to come in, but nobody came. So finally, you want to make a trick, and you put a signboard outside his clinic. Get treatment for $20. If not cured, get back $100. So if you are cured, only $20. If it's not cured, $100. So a lawyer was going by that side and saw the board. And it was interesting to him. So therefore, he wanted to win that $100. So he went to the doctor and he said, I have lost my sense of taste. So the doctor said, nurse, bring medicine from the box number 22 and put 3 drops into patient's mouth. And when the drop was going, and the lawyer shouted, oh, this is kerosene. And immediately the doctor said, congrats, you have the sense of taste now, therefore give me $20. So he got the $20. And then the lawyer was a little annoyed and went back and hoping to get his money back, came after a week. And he said, I have lost my memory. I cannot remember anything. Immediately the doctor again said, nurse, bring medicine from the box number 22 and put 3 drops in his mouth. And when the drops were going again, the lawyer annoyed and said, that is kerosene. You gave this to me last time for restoring my taste. Immediately the doctor said, congrats, now you have got or you have regained your memory. You know what happened the previous time. Now the lawyer was more annoyed. He has lost $40 and he would like to get those $40 back, win that $100. Therefore, the doctor again went to the doctor and said, my eyesight has become very weak. I cannot see at all. So the doctor said, well, I don't have any medicine for that. So take this $100. So he gave the bill, $100 bill to the lawyer. The lawyer on receiving end, after receiving it, immediately said, but this is $20, not $100. The immediately doctor told, you have regained your eyesight. Give me another $20. So anyhow, the point is, we cannot lie to a doctor. We have to be very truthful to a doctor. Then only we can get cured. The same way, Jesus is very truthful to us. Jesus is very close to us. That closeness is not much enough from the side to Jesus to the disciples. This closeness also should increase from disciples to Jesus. The 2 point in life is much more necessary. Now, if you want to have a wonderful relationship, one side cannot build up a stronger relationship, but the both side is needed. And that's what Jesus is giving in the transfiguration of the Lord today in the gospel. And in the transfiguration, there are 5 important people. Why God chose these 5 people? Or why does Jesus choose 3 of his disciples to be a witness for the transfiguration? That question comes. And why the transfiguration? Another question. The first question, he chose only 3 disciples. And perhaps Peter, everybody knows the reason why Jesus chose Peter. Yes, he is the rock. And upon this rock, I will build my church. Jesus himself proclaimed. So Peter needs a personal, stronger experience in the life of Jesus Christ. And then why James and John, another 2 disciples? Let us remember another event in the life of Jesus when a mother came and told, you have to give a place to my children, one to be on the right side, another on to the left side. And Jesus says, can you drink the cup that I am going to drink? And both the disciples says, yes, we can drink. We will take the suffering that you take. And who are those disciples? It's James and John. And these are the two disciples that Jesus is taking, and uniqueness in their life after the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Who is the first one to be martyred for the faith in Jesus Christ? Who is the first one to be killed to show example for other disciples? Is James the Apostle, the one who was present in Transfiguration. And who is the another one? James. The only disciples who had natural death, the Apostle John. And what is the uniqueness in the Apostle John? He is the gospel writer. He wrote the fourth gospel. The uniqueness of the fourth gospel is it is highly theological. He wrote high theology about Jesus Christ and the beautiful words, and the Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us. And we saw his glory, the glory at the Transfiguration, the glory as of the Father's only Son, full of grace and truth. And if you read the Gospel of John, the total theology we can gain. He's the only disciples to say about Jesus who he is. I am the good shepherd. I am the truth. I am the life. I am the vineyard. There's so many I ams we could find only in the Gospel of John. So he figures it out. Jesus is the Son of God and the center of our life all. Where does he derive this theology? It is from the Transfiguration. It is John the gospel writer who defends about Jesus Christ when he said, I am the bread of life. The bread that I give you is my flesh, because he has seen the glorified body of Jesus Christ. If you eat that flesh, you will live forever. Why? He has seen the glorified body of Jesus Christ. So why Jesus chose these three disciples? It is to give them a personal experience. No, I am the Lord and God. That's why Jesus chose three disciples. And God chose two prophets, Moses and Elijah. And Moses and Elijah are for the law and the prophets. And Moses is for the law and Elijah for the prophets. And in Transfiguration, what God means, Jesus is my Son, the center of the faith, the source of submit of Christian life. In him, all abundance of life you can have. He is the resurrection. And that's what Jesus means. And perhaps why Transfiguration? Transfiguration, what happens? Jesus reveals his glorified body. And also we see in the gospel the glory of Moses and Elijah. Not only Jesus' glorified body, but the glorified body of Moses and then Elijah. What is told to the disciples, three, Peter, James and John, we have a glorified body. That's what the second reading today. It is reliable. With our own eyes, we have seen the glorified body of Jesus Christ. And for that, we are committed to give our life. So these three disciples have seen the glory of resurrection before the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. And again they witness the same glorified body after the resurrection of Jesus Christ. When Jesus rose and appeared to the disciples, they have seen both. Before the death and resurrection, they have seen the glorified body. And even after the death, resurrection, the risen body, the glorified body, they have seen This personal experience, this personal conviction made them stronger in their life. That's what Peter is able to lead the church. And that's what James is able to be martyred. I'm ready to die. And first martyr of the Catholic Church among the apostles. And that's what John came up with, beautiful theology of, Jesus is the bread of life. Jesus is the resurrection. Jesus is the good shepherd. Jesus is the life. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. No one goes to the Father except through Jesus Christ. It all came from the Transfiguration. And that's what it is so much important. And today, as Catholics, we too believe in resurrection. And that's what Jesus is calling us. There is glorified body. Our life doesn't end here with this physical world. After our death, we would receive the glorified body. For that, we are called to live a personal experience with Jesus Christ, knowing that He is true and with me, and for Him I am called to live. And that conviction we should have, and that's what today we celebrate, the Feast of Transfiguration. If we have that conviction, it leads to love God and to love neighbor, and to give ourselves as a ransom for many, as a model from Jesus Christ. He is the ransom for many. He gave His life. Transfiguration promises glorified body. Therefore, let us become a ransom for many. Let us give life to other people.